All right. So this Indian team once again finds itself in a familiar territory where they are dependent on the results of other teams.
Yes.
That is Afghanistan and Pakistan. They are about to start their match in a few minutes from now, and India would of course want to see
Afghanistan win this match.
Afghanistan win
Because if
this
Pakistan
game.
win, that's it. Two
Yes,
teams with 4 points, and that's it.
Exactly. So, as I said, familiar territory, nothing unusual that we've seen since so many years. Last year also you would remember that once India lost to Pakistan, then they lost to New Zealand, and then they were dependent on other results, which
correct.
of course may or may not go their way. And last time also we saw Afghanistan was the team, by the way, in that T20 World Cup. You would remember that everybody was hoping that match was between New Zealand and Afghanistan.
Correct.
And everybody was hoping that if Afghanistan win this one, India
Might just still have a chance.
end up making it to that next stage. But that didn't happen. Why? Because the moment when you had the opportunity to decide your fate, you allowed it to slip away. Now, what happens to the Indian team in a knockout game? This was a virtual quarterfinal
Yes,
of sorts for India against Sri Lanka. I can understand, a lot of people can blame that, toss has played a very, very crucial factor in this entire tournament so far, because teams that have won the toss have chosen to bowl first,
And
have
more often than
eventually,
not, yes,
in fact,
have won.
it's been just one game so far in this tournament, Pakistan versus Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong, correct.
So I don't know whether that can be taken as an example or a yardstick or a benchmark to decide as to whether the toss is playing such an important role. Yes, it has. Toss, of course, has been playing an important role, but I think there were some very basic issues.
True.
Some very basic issues that were missing, or that India didn't. There are so many. And what was surprising to see was Rohit.
But there's some problem with the audio.
Because I just checked on my phone also.
Yeah, I'm getting
there
nothing.
is no sound.
Okay, let me also check.
Mic
Let
is
me also
fine.
check.
Shiva, is there anything?
Mic is okay. Who knows?
Huh? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Nikhil, yeah, please go ahead. I believe,
What?
Nikhil, your fancy shorts.
No, there is a lot of disturbance. Say something.
Check. I think it's okay now. We are getting sound now. Yes, so even the commenters are saying it's fine.
Now it's fine. Yeah. You were saying something, so apparently
Yeah.
none of our viewers could hear you. So the question that I asked Nikhil, we must, I assume everybody must have heard the press conference that Rohit Sharma addressed after India's loss to Sri Lanka. If you haven't seen that, go to Sports Today. If you've subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and go and hear that entire press conference that Rohit Sharma addressed. So I'm just asking Nikhil, what do you make of that press conference? The comments that Rohit Sharma made.
So, first thing, as I said, the first thing that stands out where he says that we're not worried. They're a team that doesn't get worried after 2 losses. And they are, as I said earlier, there are 2 ways of looking at it. One, wow, this team is filled with self-confidence. They're a team that doesn't get perturbed by 2 losses. He says we've spent a lot of time building this kind of a team environment. It doesn't come easy. And so they're proud of this team environment, that this team doesn't get flustered after 2 losses. You could look at it that way. But the other way of looking at it is that you would want the team to be worried because, as you guys were talking and I was listening, 2 losses can cost you a big tournament, as it was the case in the last tournament, the T20 World Cup that you did. You were knocked out in the first round. It was just 1 loss in the 2019 World Cup. However, that I will not hold against any team because you've at least reached the semi-final and it's a one-off game. Anything can happen on a day. All top 4 teams are playing, so that is probably out of your control. But for a team like India not to make it from the first round, that would be sad. And that's the same case here. Don't count the first round here as anything because you had won Hong Kong. So literally your tournament started from the Super 4s and you have not been able to go past this. So there are worrying signs, and I think a lot of blame has to be taken by the team management. And when I say team management, it is the team management of the captain, the coach, if it's chairman of selectors, whoever has been deciding, because he doesn't decide the 11, but the captain and the coach, because you made a mistake once, you repeated that mistake again. So you made mistakes against Pakistan. We kept pointing out that listen, you have to make a few changes. You cannot keep playing the same way. Yet they kept doing it. So this is what it's turned out. 2 matches you've lost. I know people will talk about the toss, and I agree toss has been crucial. All results point to that. Every team that's been chasing has been won apart from the 2 Hong Kong games. So yes, it makes a difference. But the Indian team knew that. They knew that you're in a situation where you could be asked to bat first. You have to find a solution. Rohit Sharma says that in the press conference, that they found a solution. What was the solution that they found? That you need to get 20 more runs than the power score. Did India get 20 more runs than the power score? They did not. And everyone's responsible for the Indian team. Yes, so everyone is responsible. But I'll tell you what, people will point fingers at a few players. I think if they're going to point fingers at, let's say, KL Rahul, that's valid. Why? Because KL Rahul was batting in his regular position. He did not get you run. That is valid. Rohit Sharma got you runs. Virat Kohli has got you runs in other games, did not get you runs here, right? Surya Kumar Yadav got you runs in one game, did not. But Hardik Pandya, helped you win that Pakistan game. After that, hasn't performed well. I'm going to talk about Rishabh Pant and you've got Deepak Hooda. Now, I know Deepak Hooda has had a great time.
Nikhil, we'll come to all that, the team selection, the players. But before that, I would just like to ask you to rejoin. I believe there's a lot of echo in what your sound. I think you may have to rejoin again. So we'll get Nikhil back again, and we have lots to discuss as to what happened. You'll have to rejoin. So I'm saying selection also, there have been too many inconsistencies. I agree. The players have been very inconsistent with their performance.
Absolutely.
But even the selection has been way too inconsistent.
And there's been sometimes a lack of logic behind some of the selections. I mean, yesterday you heard Rohit in the PC talk about, oh, I wanted to bowl Deepak Hooda, but both their right-handed openers batted long. But when Nawaz was bowling against, was batting, going all guns blazing against you, then what was Deepak Hooda doing out on the field?
Exactly. So there are, and I don't even know if you have a set batting order.
Correct.
Rishabh Pant, at times you'll see him bat at number 4. Some days you'll see Surya Kumar Yadav opening the innings. Of course, KL Rahul wasn't there.
And that is by design. That's the funny part. Is that they said we want a batting tandem that can bat anywhere. Why not make specialized positions first?
Exactly.
You don't have that to begin with.
Exactly.
Do the experimentation when you have a set, code, template, whatever.
Nikhil has joined back? Okay.
Hopefully this time there's no issues.
Yeah. So, Nikhil.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So,
can you guys hear me?
Tell me, why didn't Ravi Bishnoi play in that game against Sri Lanka yesterday?
I picked Ravi Bishnoi in my 11, but the Indian team decided to go with R. Ashwin. And I understand the logic. If you've picked R. Ashwin, you had to play him. And this was that one game because there were 3 left-handers in the Sri Lankan team. So you went with a R. Ashwin rather than a Ravi Bishnoi. That may have been the thought. That's why they picked him.
Okay.
And so I'm not nitpicking there because there are a few other major blunders that they made rather than Ravi Bishnoi. But the larger picture is on Ravichandran Ashwin. Can he be that one of your players in the T20 World Cup, especially when you're not playing the off-spinner? More often than not, you don't play him. So if that is the thing that you need wicket takers, you're going to play Yuzi Chahal.
Okay.
You will need an all-round as a spinner. And if Jadeja is not there, you'll have to go to Akshar Patel. So when all of these things are there, I mean, suddenly, see, Ravichandran Ashwin wasn't in the scheme of things. Kuldeep Yadav was, Ravi Bishnoi was, suddenly
you have
transported into the team.
You have picked Ravichandran Ashwin on the basis of one series, by the way, because you wanted him in the setup. You wanted him to come back, so you picked him for the tour of West Indies, and now you've got him to play the Asia Cup, and now you never know. Maybe you'll take him for the T20 World Cup also. It was a belter of a track that India played on against Pakistan. And you picked Ravi Bishnoi there. It was the same wicket on which India and Pakistan had played, the one that India played against yesterday. And you gave Ravi Chandran Ashwin an opportunity. Okay, I can understand that as Nikhil also pointed out that they had too many, 3 left-handers in their batting lineup, at least till the middle order.
Correct.
Okay, Yuzi Chahal had just picked 2 wickets. You had a left-hander there. You didn't ask Ravi Chandran Ashwin to bowl there. You got Bhuvneshwar Kumar to bowl there. Correct. Okay, I can understand the logic that you wanted your premier fast bowler to come in and get a few more wickets. But then what is Ravi Chandran Ashwin? I thought because Rohit Sharma had mentioned that both their spinners, Ravi Ashwin and Yuzi Chahal, were 2 attacking bowlers.
So Ashwin was not attacking. You were not being used in attacking.
He wasn't used.
Exactly.
He wasn't used at all. And similarly, what is your batting order? What is your batting order? What is Deepak Hooda? If he's not used, if he's not being used as a bowler, then why is he there? You have a ready-made solution in Dinesh Karthik to finish things off. Ready-made because you didn't groom him to be a finisher. You got him through the IPL. You picked him.
Because he was a ready-made finisher.
You gave him a few options. And Rohit Sharma, by the way, he said that we are in that stage of experimenting, and also he has also made it very clear the next 2 series also you will see a bit of experimentation. Right, Nikhil?
Yeah, he said that. I hope it doesn't happen. It's actually experimentation which has cost you this. I'll tell you why. Because your regular team was not playing. Your regular full strength team is not playing.
For ages.
And when they're not playing, when they're not playing, what you're doing is that you're giving players a different responsibility at the time when some of your senior players are not there. So they are getting used to that responsibility. They're getting used to playing that way. Suddenly, when some of those players return or all of them return together, what happens? You give those players a different responsibility. Take
Rishabh Pant, I said it earlier. He's a top 4 batsman. If you cannot fit him in top 4, if your top 4 is already decided in Surya Kumar, Virat, KL and Rohit, he cannot fit in the 11. He cannot. You may see potential in him. You may see whatever in him. He cannot bat at number 6. That's not his position. You want him to escalate runs from there, batting at the lower half. It's a different skill. Yeah, if you really want to fit him, then you fit him as an opener. You remove a KL Rahul, fit him there, wherever else you want to fit him. You cannot fit him. Deepak Hooda, where was Deepak Hooda? He opened in Ireland in that one game, batting at number 3 majority of games, batting in the top 4 in the games in West Indies, England, wherever he's playing. He is not finishing games for his IPL side. He's batting at number 3 for his IPL side. You picked him.
He is not a finisher. He is not.
So then now what are you doing? What are you doing with him? You are asking him to finish a game at number 7. Yes, he didn't have two good games. But then what are you doing? You're making him a finisher, which is not a role that he's going to do. If you wanted him, let's assume you wanted him to be a finisher, you should have made him play as a finisher in all those series. You should have said, listen, it doesn't matter. We want to groom you as a finisher. You play as a finisher. You did not because your other players were not available. You are trying to Surya Kumar Yadav. I'm saying you're not doing any good to him by making him. What was the benefit you got of opening him there? If you want him to be rhythm going forward, he should have been batting in the middle. Are you getting him to open? Is he going to open for India? No, nah. He's not that solution to be. Why was he opening? So these are mistakes. These are mistakes that the management made. You did workload management. You allowed plate to rest. This is what you get. See, who are the teams that you lost to? Sri Lanka and Pakistan. What are these two teams being going? In Pakistan, there was major criticism that you're continuing to play the same team. And that's why Shaheen Shah Afridi got injured. But the advantage they have, everybody there knows. Every series they played, Rizwan is going to open, Babar is going to open, Fakhar Zaman will play at number 3. They know their roles, right? Everyone knows what they are supposed to do. And they have been doing it consistently. In India, you have come up with this theory, you heard it from the captain. We want everyone to bat everywhere. If you're going to make a khichdi of everyone who's going to bat everywhere, this is what you will get. Define roles. Cricket is like that. And you define roles, tell them what it is, they'll feel comfortable. I'm telling you, if I was Deepak Hooda tomorrow, I'm not being a finisher. Suddenly you tell me it's a different skill. The one you groomed for that position in Dinesh Karthik, he sits out because you're obsessed with this matchup of left-hander, this and that and whatever. The guy who could have, if you wanted those 20 extra runs, who's the best guy who can give you those 20 extra runs in the squad? It's Dinesh Karthik. Okay, but you don't take him. So there are a lot of mistakes you made even before the first ball was bowled, which is what the team has to look at. You cannot experiment. You have a fixed player of pool. You get them to play every series. If someone says they need rest, you say, please, if you're going to take rest, you're going to upset the rhythm or the whole sync of our team. You cannot allow you to do that. Then we will only go.
And the surprising part is that Rohit Sharma insisted during that press conference that we wanted to see how a 5-bowler theory can actually work out. He said that we wanted to persist with that 5-bowler theory.
But see, maybe that's the difference between India and other teams. Other teams were coming to this tournament to win the tournament. They were using
my question is,
I can't believe.
Why are you trying to fix something that's not broken?
Exactly.
Why are you trying to fix it? 6 bowlers have been working for you, worked for you in that game against Pakistan. It's been working for you.
Nikhil,
suddenly, it's like, listen, we do this kind of coverage. It works for us. It's doing very good. Dugout does very good. Everyone comes and watches. But you know what? Let's shut Dugout. Let's not do Dugout. Let's do something else, and we'll do it in a different way. And we are doing a cricket program. We'll say no. Forget cricket. Let's start doing rugby from now. It doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
It has to be some sort of logic.
In every sport, not just cricket, you always have a plan B. You tell me if you're going with 5 bowlers, just 5 bowlers, I'm saying. What is your plan B? You don't have a plan B if you don't have a 6th bowling option.
Correct.
You don't have an option to fall back onto. By the way, there's one question that is from Shrey Mehra from Czech Republic, I believe. So this is one question that even I have been noticing. It was first pointed out by Mohammad Hafiz, and remember that was a statement made by Mohammad Hafiz after India had won
against Pakistan,
not after India had lost. This was he had said that there is something missing in Rohit Sharma's body language. He looks a little jaded, disappointed, or maybe a little tired. This is what Shrey Mehra is also saying. He's saying Rohit Sharma's body language after power play was disappointing. I don't know which power play, Indian power play or
I'm pretty sure the bowling.
But overall, even I have noticed Rohit Sharma At least in this Asia Cup, I rarely remember. I can't remember actually when was the last time I saw Rohit Sharma smiling or laughing
Or not agitated
on the
basically.
field. On the field, no, agitated I may have seen. Now
Agitated a lot.
exactly. So I am saying there is something amiss. I don't know if you've noticed it or not.
So one thing is, I think a lot of people are reading too much into a few social media clips that were made, like 10-20 second clips where he's going away from Arshdeep, or there's something with,
No. I'm not-
Hardik Pandya. I think
This
people
is
are,
my
no,
observation.
you're not.
I
I'm
might
just
be
saying
wrong.
there is a lot of chatter. No, I'm not saying about you. I'm saying there is a lot of chatter on social media. I get to see a lot of people are pointing out by putting those small little clips. They have been taken out of context. It's not like that. If you see the full recording, it's not like that. Secondly, I remember Rohit Sharma getting a bit animated while he was captain of Mumbai also. There are times where I've heard him use swear words as well, and he loses it. And it comes with the territory. It comes when you're a captain. So I think in that sense, he's the same. I wouldn't want to read into it because I've been observing him off the field as well. Whether it was a press conference yesterday, whether you see him, I think he's pretty relaxed. He's very chill. He's just the Rohit Sharma that not high strung at all. Very relaxed, very casual. So I don't think so. But as I said, in a crunch game, in a T20 game, he's been this animated for Mumbai Indians to anyone who's a captain will be, unless your name is MS Dhoni, and there are very few people like that, right? Everyone else will have. I'm not reading too much into it. However, I am reading into a few team calls that have been taken, and that is very unlike Rohit Sharma because he gets his selection spot on. In the past, also he has. He's a fine reader of the game. He's a very sharp cricketing brain, and with these kind of experimentations and kind of things, I don't know of a Rohit Sharma like that. I mean, a Rohit Sharma is very conventional in his thinking, very conventional as captain, very orthodox, and all of that works for him. This new age type of things that has come up, which are a lot of this, like rotation, everyone getting used to bat at everywhere, and five bowler, all of these things, theories, I have not seen him employ before. I don't know whether it's his own brainchild, if it's a contribution of other people in the think tank, I don't know. So those could be things troubling him, but otherwise I am not reading too much into him not being his jovial self on the field.
But it's interesting you mentioned that because it actually leads into another question we got from Revat Joshi, where he says that is the team management overthinking the playing combination? Is it a case of too many ifs and buts?
Yep, 100%. Too much overthinking, which we sometimes see with the IPL teams. And dare I say, I saw this too much overthinking even during the IPL, during Rahul Dravid's time at the Rajasthan Royals. Rahul Dravid should remember he's a Rajasthan Royals fan. There were so many selection blunders, and there was a time where they were cruising and then they started losing because they started experimenting for the sake of it. Everything was working fine. Everything was going well. And they started experimenting and they started losing. And I remember in those, I mean, I can't remember specifics, but I remember those days doing programs and discussing that why would you do this? Why would you play this? Why would you drop it? This combination was working. Why have you changed? Too much thinking, too much khichdi being made was done in the IPL. I don't know, but I do see there is a case of overthinking, and that's a word I use in my interview with Sunny Gavaskar, which you'll have on Sports Today very soon. Overthinking, I do see, because you're trying to fix things that have not been broken. I see that. Simple things. Cricket at the end of the day is a simple game. Keep your basics right, get everything. I mean, look at a Sri Lanka or a Pakistan keeping their basics right. There's not too much talk of template and this and that and different theories. No, simple. Keep your basics right. Play a good game. That's all you want to do. Play your best 11 all the time. Don't experiment. Don't think, this combination also let me get my this 11, that guy.
You play your best 11 all the time. That's not possible. Either either they would be injured or they would want some rest. On some days they'll be injured. On some days they would want rest.
No, that's because I tell you, if you're injured in past days, you know what? If you're injured, your place was under the line because players were scared of getting injured because they knew if someone is fit, they'll come back, perform, and get back into the team. Now you have given assurance to everyone. No, he's there. He's part of the team. He's part of the scheme. So if anyone comes, see, the problem is also with a lot of youngsters who have not come and grabbed that opportunity. What stopped the like of Sanju Samson, the Shreyas Iyers of the world, the Deepak Hudas of the world to come and set the stage on fire?
Okay,
they should have done it in all the opportunities that they got. Had they done it,
okay, if now KL Rahul, 2 games he played in Zimbabwe, 4 games he played here. His, of course, highest score has to be against a team like Hong Kong. He got 36
of 39 balls.
36
very naughty, you guys.
No, I'm being very blunt. Okay, if you would have given these many opportunities to Sanju Samson, if this is the kind of performances he would have had, you would have sidelined him for at least 2 to 5 years. Okay, 2 to 5 years.
No, but Rahul, to be fair, that happens. With lesser known players, it happens.
Yes.
It happens with everyone. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I give an example of Deepak Huda. Probably he'll now not be part of the squad. He's had 2 or 3 failures. He'll not get a long go.
Yes.
I'm just telling you.
Because
it happens with lesser known players. More established players do get a long go.
Because see, Deepak, to have potential, talent without opportunity is nothing, as we all say. Talent without opportunity is zero. Now Deepak Huda, I think, is a very talented player, but the kind of opportunities, the place where he is getting these opportunities is not what his potential deserves, to be very honest. Now similarly, and you use that word assurance, some players will get. Nikhil, I have in the past few years under the previous regime, the previous team management, I had used this sentence a lot many times because I had spoken to a few players at that time, and I could sense that they wouldn't feel secure. I'm sorry to say, but even today I have not spoken to anybody, but still I think a lot of players would feel very insecure. The likes of Rishabh Pant, Dinesh Karthik, Shreyas Iyer, of course, has been sidelined. Deepak Huda,
who will now be sidelined.
Ravi Bishnoi.
Deepak Huda, Ravi Bishnoi. Yes, Ravi Bishnoi. So, so many, and you never know. These players could have been your future, and a lot of people say that things will change. I remember there was such a hue and cry after India lost the last T20 World Cup. We would often sit together, do a lot of programs. Heads will roll. What has changed? You tell me. What is your batting lineup? You tell me the batting lineup that played against on day 1 on 28th of this month. On 28th of this month, that is what month is this? September. 28th of September, you see the batting lineup, and you go and see the batting lineup on 16th of October 2021. It is more or less, it is exactly same. Yep. So what has changed?
Yep, 100%. Nothing has changed.
So Deepak, the likes of these players, they will play only bilateral series, and then we'll celebrate their true potential. You put them in these pressure situations.
And look at the mess here. Deepak Huda was brought in at the expense of Shreyas Iyer, who you groomed for a year for a number 4 position. Okay. Why was Huda captain? Because he can bowl. So you then brought him into the team, didn't make him bowl, put him in a batting role which he is not suited for, and now you're going to consign him to the scrap heap too.
Exactly.
Mess. Absolute mess.
So, I just fail to understand a lot of things, and what we were discussing about Rohit Sharma. To be very honest, I didn't enjoy that press conference. I am nobody to enjoy, or press conferences, of course, are not for any enjoyment purposes. But if you ask me, I don't think there was anything in that press conference that could be. I think you're trying to show us that.
It's a wonderful
Burj
view.
Khalifa? No. Is it?
That's not the Burj, but wonderful view all the same.
I'm here only letting you enjoy some nice Dubai view.
Exactly, because we saw that.
Enjoy the sunset while you're talking. I'm just fixing myself a cup of coffee. You guys, I'm just joining you in 1 minute. You enjoy the Dubai view.
You can actually do that with your camera on also, because I think you're trying to avoid Uh,
Scrutiny.
no scrutiny, but I think people have already seen your fancy shots. If you're,
No, my fancy shots I'm not, but I'll have to take it inside in the kitchen and all of that. I
you
don't.
have a kitchen also there.
This is a better view.
Nice.
This is a beautiful view.
Nice, sweet. Huh? I know a few of these buildings.
Wait, you know what I can do? One second. I can keep talking.
This view on, with that view on, I can still keep talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
So Nikhil,
Yeah.
I was that's what I was saying. You can. So the first question that I asked you was that what do you make of that press conference that I am saying same press conference, same answers. If Virat Kohli would have addressed that press conference in that fashion, people would have gone after him.
They would have been pillared for sure.
I don't know if you would agree with me or not, but that would have been. That's what I think.
No, you're right. It could have, but see, also that would have happened because Virat Kohli as a personality is very different. We know he's a different sort of a guy. His attitude would be very different, and I think we accept Rohit for the way he is. He's always been like that. I mean, if you see some of his press conferences, they've gone viral for exactly this reason. So that's part of his personality. In Virat's case, why we would have been a bit flabbergasted is because it's not part of his personality. If you remember Rohit, there are various things about Rohit that have gone viral where 2019 World Cup where he said अगर पाकिस्तान को आपको कुछ बताना होता हार के आप क्या बताते, he said अब जब मैं पाकिस्तान का कोच बनूंगा तभी बताऊंगा, अभी क्या बताऊंगा, things like that. So, he was always like that.
No,
he's always casual,
talking about the funny side.
nonchalant.
I'm not talking about the funny side. I'm saying you were there to answer a few questions, and it's not just his fault. Maybe, as you said, that's his personality. But I'm saying a number of things. Just 2 losses, nothing to worry about. Come to our dressing room. It's pretty chilled out. And then about the T20 World Cup selection. About the T20, he's not aware. Oh, I couldn't get that. Was that a mistake that he said? We'll talk about it on 12th or 16th of December. 12th or 16th of
No,
December?
so no, I think he meant September, and it just came out December. So that was a slip. But I think he wanted to avoid. I think what he wanted to do was just avoid that thing, as in he didn't know exactly which day it's going to be, so I think he wanted to avoid that. Why is it that I see on our screen running out of time on the Zoom link? Yeah, now it's gone, sorry. So Acha. So yeah. So I think he just wanted to. He himself doesn't know which day the team would be announced, and so I think he meant that जब होगा team का तब बताऊंगा. And he didn't want to see. He was asked specific questions. Shami आएगा नहीं आएगा ये वो, which I think any captain wouldn't have been in a position to answer. And I think to avoid that is why he said that. It was as simple as that.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
And Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, very strange. If he's bowling the 19th over, he'll give away 19 runs. If he's bowling 14th over, he'll give away 14 runs. If he's bowling the first over, he'll just give one run.
No, but I tell you what, in Bhuvneshwar's case, that's what I'm trying to say. Few things that I've noticed. I think, Bhuvneshwar is unlucky not to pick up those few wickets. You remember those catches, just skying. The Sri Lankan batsmen had no clue in the beginning, but they got a few reprieves. So that was there. At the death, yes, he's leaked. But see, I think this is where it happens when I'm talking about you're not playing your full combination. This is what happens. If you're not playing, because who was doing most of the death bowling? Harshal Patel, Jasprit Bumrah. See, Bhuvi's work was to do it up front with the new ball, which is still doing very well. But now he has the added responsibility of bowling 2 overs in the death, which was a responsibility taken by somebody else. Now, because these things have happened, I think all of this has prompted Bhuvneshwar also to perform outside his comfort zone. I'm not saying that that's any excuse, but I'm saying that's the role that he's not been performing. If you wanted him to perform this role, you should have got him to do it at a consistent level. But now that did not happen. So I guess when a Harshal or a Bumrah are back, then it's not going to be Bhuvi Kumar who's going to bowl the 19th over.
Will they be back?
Who?
Harshal and Bumrah.
Of course they will be. What prompts you to say
No,
that
but
they will not
when
be?
when will they be back? Before the World Cup or after the damage?
No, yeah. Don't say that. They'll of course be back.
No, I'll tell you.
Before.
So basically, Jasprit Bumrah's injury is very similar to what happened to Deepak Chahar, by the way. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Deepak Chahar was out of action for how many days?
5 odd months.
5 odd months. It happened in February.
Before
And
the
he-
IPL
And
also.
he came back last month.
August.
Okay. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, almost 5 to 6 months. So I understand. Although it is similar to what happened to Deepak Chahar, but the extent, of course, is not that much. So I'm saying it still might take him, 3 odd months to recover fully. By the way, Harshal Patel can't say anything. By the way, Harshal Patel, I can't say anything. You never know. Maybe. I was talking to somebody. Somebody said, if Bumrah is not Bumrah and all these guys are not fit, you better not even go to Australia for the T20 World Cup.
No. You have to bring Shami back, man. I've been saying this for the longest time. Shami has to come back.
But then the thing with Shami back is that I think your front line bowling is sorted. But Shami in the death is no better than Bhuvi at this point.
No.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to be. He needs to get you early breakthroughs. You're not getting.
Exactly.
You lost to Pakistan.
No, that I agree.
Partnerships.
Irrespective of whether you get Shami or somebody else, I think one of the reasons why your bowlers have not been able to defend those totals is because you've not been striking early and that too consistently.
Well, they have an option there already.
Yeah.
Deepak Chahar. You just brought him back.
You had an option.
Yeah.
I was listening to
Bring
your
him,
conversation
bring
with
him.
Sunny Gavaskar earlier in the day.
He said
that, and he said that one person I would want to see in this Indian team setup would be Deepak Chahar. He is somebody
Yes,
who can
because-
get it. And fast bowlers, we all know they hunt in pairs.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, what is happening here with Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I think he is not getting the right support from the other end.
Correct.
That could be possible. And by Arshdeep looks to be the senior guy.
Actually, yeah.
What an over he bowled
Yesterday, my God.
What
Yes,
an
absolutely.
over that he bowled yesterday.
He was so unlucky because he did nothing wrong with the ball. Nothing. He didn't miss his lengths once. Not once.
Yes, and he was quick also. 140
140
Ks, more
plus.
than 140 Ks.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know what happened after that.
No. I think you have to keep faith in Arshdeep.
Yeah.
I think Arshdeep and Bhuvi will go. You bring in a Deepak Chahar. You take care of Bumrah and a Harshal if you want. But if one of them is not fit, then Shami comes in. It's as simple as that.
Yes, imagine Bumrah and Arshdeep. If you persist with this boy Arshdeep Singh, he is your future, definitely.
And he brings something which
Absolutely.
no one else does. Left arm.
Left arm. So, but nothing. Nikhil, I know we've kept you there at your inside the four walls of your hotel.
I have to go to Sharjah today.
Why?
Why? I want to see the Afghanistan Pakistan because I have a special Afghani fan that I'm going to catch up with.
Oh.
Okay, because by the way, Pakistan, Pakistan have won the toss and they've elected to
Bowl first.
Bowl first.
No surprise. They will chase. Everyone chases. Everyone chases.
Win the toss.
What's the surprise?
So,
Win the toss, win the Sharjah. Big chase also you can get. Any team. Which is a by the way, it's a bad start for Indian fans, huh?
Absolutely.
Because if you want Afghanistan to beat, and if they had a better chance, it would have been in chasing. So that's not happened. Though the only good thing with Afghanistan is their bowling is so good that if they get a good total on board, then if there is one bowling attack that can defend it, it's Afghanistan. So
hope
Springs eternal at this point.
Hope is
yes.
something, it doesn't cost too much, by the way. But we've been talking about this for last 40 odd minutes. You have to go to Sharjah. You're stuck inside the four walls of your room. I was just wondering, why are we doing all this? Because we have a show and we have to do it, no?
No, because I care for Indian cricket, and conversations around Indian cricket need to happen, and we need to discuss what is wrong with the team.
Oh.
Eventually, things will. This is how things are set right.
I remember
It's
once.
only
I remember
after-
once you said. I remember once you said. At times, you know, if the cricket setup or the people who are involved in decision making, they also can watch some of our shows, and maybe they can get
Yes.
some
Ideas?
recipe
Yeah.
to improve
Yes.
things, huh?
Do they watch?
I think they do.
Yeah, if they don't, you don't know that there are players. If you say something controversial, I tell you, if you say something controversial, so
They might just block you on social
no,
media.
no, they might no block. वो तो बात की बात है. वो block.
Who got blocked on social media?
You don't know.
Oh man.
No.
No, Ajay, I'm not, please don't tell people that I have been blocked by somebody. You don't know. Virat and Rohit Sharma have both blocked one handle, and of course that's not mine, by the way, not yours.
Both have blocked.
Yes.
But that is on Instagram.
Ayyo Rama.
This should have been here. you know?
So at times, if you say something controversial, what may happen is you crop a video. No, you can crop a video,
And we've lost
and you
this
can
connection.
one player can send that part to the other
To the world,
senior,
really?
no,
Yeah.
to the other senior player. That see, this is what is being talked about.
We've lost him.
When you come back, I'll tell you. When did this happen? Who did this happen? So don't worry. Whatever you are talking may actually reach to the right people. Anyways, SP Roy is saying, how about this 11? Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Surya at 3. If Huda bowls,
Then Huda at 3 and Surya 4.
and
Or
Surya
no
at
Huda.
4, or no Huda in 11. Pant, Pandya, DK, Akshar or Shardul or Ash. Bhuvi, Harshal, Bumrah and Yuzachal. That's SP Roy's
Playing
11 for if everybody is available, nobody is rested, nobody is injured. Okay. Now, Shivam, let's quickly take a few other questions. Leave him. Let Nikhil go to Sharjah. Leave him. Don't
Mohammad
worry.
Nasruddin asks, can Kuldeep Yadav make it to the T20 squad? I would have wanted him there. Really?
Going by what is happening, everybody can make it to the
Indian squad.
to the Indian squad. Can't say about the T20 World Cup. He's playing the Dilip Trophy now. Oh, not Dilip Trophy. In fact, he was playing the India A versus New Zealand.
A, right.
Okay. Jay Thakkar is getting so angry because he has to return to India in 3 days' time before the scheduled day. Jay, not 3 days' time.
No, he says 3 days before the schedule, right? Not 3 days time.
Okay.
So basically 3 days before, because of course
You never know. Maybe the final of this Asia Cup,
India Sri Lanka.
we'll have a full house here in the studios. Then Dr. Bhuvi Gorana, Nikhil sir, where we think in our T20 squad, Rohit, Rahul and Virat they don't deserve in the top order. Selectors must have to.
They should go with fresh guns
with
like
new
Sanju.
fresh guns like Sanju Samson and Prithvi Shaw. Okay, come down. Ambuj Shukla, my super chat has been missed.
Just scroll down slightly.
Hey,
वो पूरा
Ambuj,
नीचे मत
यार,
करना.
you don't have to send a super chat always. Okay, he's saying it was Rashid Latif who said while settling scores with Virat Kohli. Yeah, team. Oh. So Ambuj Shukla is saying that Rashid Latif, the former Pakistani wicket-keeper batsman, he said while just to settle scores with Virat Kohli, the board
Ended up
unsettled
unsettling
the
the team.
entire Indian team. Oh, okay.
Rajesh Jha makes a good point. He says that MSD always made sure that the same team played together for a longer time before a tournament, and
Yes.
he suffixes that with 3 goat emojis. Okay, can't disagree with that. It's a very good point.
And I don't know, it was a quality that MSD had as a leader, as a captain. He could get the best out of a player.
Or whatever resources went from
Yes.
He made Kedar Jadhav look like a legitimate part-time bowling option at one point.
Piyush Chawla was there in the Indian team that won the World Cup, by the
Correct.
way.
He knew how to use his resources.
And Piyush Chawla played. It's not just that
He wasn't a squad member, correct? He played
exactly.
matches.
He played. He was there. I remember he was there. Covered that one, na? England, India. That
The tie,
match,
yes,
tied
yes,
match.
yes. Century.
Yeah, go down.
Tendulkar ka century.
India missing part-time bowlers like UV, Raina, Sehwag, Sachin, Vivek Mishra. Yes,
Absolutely.
This
And
we've
you
been
have a
saying
Deepak
for
Huda and
ages
you don't
now.
bowl him.
Afghanistan is off to a flying start. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Rehmanullah Gurbaz, by the way. Love
very
watching him
impressive.
bat. Love watching him bat.
Very impressive.
It's funny that he didn't get a single IPL game this time around for his franchise. Lucknow Super Giants.
If Bumrah is rested to avoid injuries, how is he?
Injured resting. I mean,
No, he got injured and then.
then took
Yeah,
rest, I
break that
think.
took
Yeah. No, but I don't think he was injured when his break was announced. The announcement came later.
No, you see, these days the announcements usually come a little
Delayed,
late.
right?
If they do.
Dhruvil Shah, stay tuned for that. I actually have a video which will be coming that hails his comeback in the England World Cup squad. I think it's a good thing because it's been 3 years now nearly that he's been outcast from the team, and I think one of the main reasons for that was because he had a breakdown in trust with Owen Morgan.
And disciplinary issues.
Hey, I mean, he got popped for a drug test. He was part of the Bristol fracas
Yes.
with Ben Stokes. That
Stokes.
apparently affected Stokes and Hale's relationship too. But the fact is that they brought him back now, and part of it is also because they're out of options. Jason Roy out of form. Bairstow gets ruled out with a freakest of freak accidents. So they reached out to him and he's back.
And Alex Hales, you never know.
Oh, he's a very, very top quality
You
player.
never know in what mood, and maybe it's the redemption time for Alex
Also,
Hales.
remember, where is the World Cup being played? Australia.
Australia.
He has a terrific record in the BBL.
BBL.
In fact, he last season, 2021 season, he finished as the top scorer. So, that also works in his favor.
Yes, and it could be maybe a couple of months from now, all of us are hailing Alex Hales
Hales,
here.
absolutely.
That he's the one who's made the difference. Anyway, Manish Kashyap is saying India should play Akshar Patel, Krunal Pandya, Deepak Chahar, Shardul Thakur, all rounders as a sixth bowler. I see they've already seen Krunal Pandya, then they've rejected him of late now. Bidesh Banerjee, second innings batting seems easy. SL didn't out.
Disagree. Because once they lost those 3 wickets, it would be very easy to collapse. But then it was Bhanuka Rajapaksa, and who was the other one who was batting with
The
them?
captain,
Dasun Chanaka. They played with calm heads because even going into the 17th, 18th over, the run rate, the asking rate was at about 10. So the fact is, if they could get that, and yeah, of course, movie bowling 2 wides, then 2 dollies does help. But they waited for their opportunity and pounced, which means they did outplay us. SP Roy is back again. He says, I think it's unfortunate that a player like Prithvi Shaw isn't in the Indian team T20 setup. I agree with the fitness issues, but last year they played some in the World Cup. Okay. But I think his problem isn't just that. Is that I think he got exposed a
Shiva.
little bit. He got exposed a little bit in Australia. That Ponting incident has not really been forgotten.
Ronak was somewhere. He was asking, okay, no major changes needed. Bring Akshar and DK for Pant and Huda. And with Bumrah returning, we will play final against Australia. Don't you think? Just trust Rohit and Dravid. GGK. Hope
you
is the
proved
best
right.
medicine.
And not a free one too.
Yeah, hope is the best medicine, and I hope GGK.
You proved right.
Yes. Is there any chance for Umran Malik to make a comeback?
I think they've tried him at international level, found he was raw. So I don't think they've given up on him. They haven't Speaking of drops, they haven't dropped Umran Malik, but I do think he needs some seasoning.
And he's getting it.
Yes.
He's getting it.
He's 8 overs.
He's getting to play the domestic games.
He let him be in the domestic
Because he's a bit raw. He's a bit raw. Ronak Raj. He's saying Rohit's captaincy is not a question because he gives 19th. He gave 19th over in both the matches to his most experienced bowlers, that is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. But he didn't spark Bhuvneshwar Kumar. No, fair enough. I agree. And even when Bhuvneshwar went for 19 runs against Pakistan, you wouldn't expect Bhuvi to again give away 14 runs the next time he finds himself in a similar situation.
Correct.
But he did give away. So that's where we're saying, sixth bowling option. That's it.
Which brings me to Prajwal is there. Where Prajwal Chinchwala's question, which we did address before, but I'll address it again. He says that Rohit said in the PC that if one wicket was down, he would have gone for Huda and bowling. But then against Pakistan, when they got a wicket and a left armer was there, he didn't go for Huda. Correct. That is something that even we were flummoxed at. It just made no sense. Nawaz was your out of syllabus question. You had an answer ready in Deepak Huda, and even if he got hit, so what? No problem. At least you tried the theory that off spinner versus a left hander.
Yes.
If he got hit, I mean your experienced players were also getting hit. Who's gone? Ooh, Ramanullah. Oh. Very interesting.
So Vivek Utkarsh is saying, will we be bold enough and ask KL to earn a walk-in?
He's the vice captain. What do you think?
And maybe, I don't know, maybe it is too late now.
No, it is. I agree.
Because even if you get rid of KL Rahul,
who do you bring?
Exactly. Who?
Will you put Rishabh Pant there, or will you bring back an Ishan Kishan who got discarded despite doing nothing wrong? Do you bring back a Sanju Samson? What are your options? It's too late. 60, 20
exactly. And even if you get them in, I'm saying, what if they fail? Then what?
Then double panic stations. You have two poor options over there.
Yes.
You'd rather stick with the evil, Not saying KL Rahul's evil, by the way. Don't.
Come on, guys, answer my question.
Joel King Andrews, just send us your question. I think we missed it. So sorry. We'll answer it.
Okay, Ambuj is saying, when will the current BCCI? Okay, October, as in, can't say expire, as in their tenure is going to come to an end.
And then they might just end up, standing for re-election also. Who knows?
Yeah, because there's a court case also happening. I think Thursday. Tomorrow is the hearing.
But let's see if it even happens. I mean, could just be a
because
judge.
It just gets.
Le liya. Oh no, Sanju. Oh. GGK, the Sanju fan. If Pant is dropped, not going to happen. Is Sanju ahead of Ishan in T20s? Please give him a chance. I don't know. I think it's possible because Ishan, he did seem to just disappear into some abyss somewhere, never to be heard from again. Despite, again, I argue, not doing much wrong. Limited chances he got, he did well. He was very, very good in the South Africa series at home. But then nothing.
Anyways, can we take...
Aditya Kavlekar makes an interesting point. Foreign players making the most of the IPL platform, then Indian play a key role in beating India. No, then in that case, then if the IPL is so strong and it's such a good platform, India should be dominating every T20I World Cup. This has nothing to do with them using this thing. Let's not take that attitude. The fact is, the Indians have also, someone like Surya Kumar came in on the back of years of good IPL performances.
How many English players? England did win the World Cup, no?
But how many of them were playing IPL on a consistent basis? They weren't. So, I don't agree with that.
So maybe I think we can take leave now.
Yeah, we can, absolutely. Right? Thank you guys so much for joining us in this edition of The Dugout. Don't forget to shower us with your love, like the video, share it with your friends. Leave us a comment in case we missed your question. We love hearing from you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon so you know when we're going live. And of course, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter as well. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow and of course through the evening with more such videos. Thank you and bye-bye.